I've said it in the past, I'm going to say it again. The time to run the fire drill is not during the fire. That would be bad timing, bad planning. And why am I bringing that up now? Well, it came out that a city in Canada, small New Brunswick city called St. John, has been hacked. Their system has been totally taken down Sunday evening. And we're talking city maintenance, all their back-end systems. The only things that we're aware of that are up and running is the 911. But as far as the rest of the computer systems, down. And all the city is saying at this point is that they've suffered a significant cyber event. Now, we can speculate what that event might be, and I'm fearful of just how bad it could be, because we're seeing so many different variations now. Like, you've heard me talk many times about ransomware, where the bad guys get into a computer system and they encrypt the files, they scramble them up so that you can't read them, and they demand a ransom in order to give you access back to your files. And we've talked about, 2 or 3 times out of 5, you pay it and you still don't get your stuff back. But then things shifted, and I've talked in the past about how you could pay the ransom and they may or may not give it back to you, but they've already stolen the data. They've taken your stuff. They've gotten into the network. They were looking around. They steal what they want. They take it outside of your company, outside of your organization, and then they'll go sell it. They'll try to generate more revenue out of it. Something similar like that happened to Uber. I remember the story with Uber is the CEO and the chief technology officer, they were told by the hackers, pay us $100,000 and we'll make this go away. We stole your data. We encrypted it. We will give you stuff back, but you pay us some hush money. We won't tell anyone. Well, guess what? The bad guys are bad guys. To take them at their word can be very, very bad. And yeah, naturally, they got their money from Uber, and then they went and took the information and sold it anyways. Is that what's happening in St. John in the port city of New Brunswick? Don't know. Don't know that for sure. It'll be a little bit while yet before more details, if any major details, are released out of that. So we're going to have to wait and see. But it is another example that you might think you're okay when it comes to cybersecurity and IT until you're not. And I had someone last week that I was talking to say, hey, so if we pay for cybersecurity and we still get breached, is there some guarantee that the breach will never happen? No, there's not. The whole goal of cybersecurity is to put stuff in place to minimize the risk, minimize the chances of it happening, and to try to get you back up and running as quickly as possible with minimal impact should it occur. Because, folks, I've talked on it before in the past. The bad guys are spending more on research and development and looking for ways in that you and I aren't even thinking about at the moment. I mean, that's the sad truth. They take whatever new technology is out there, and they're already trying to figure out how to get around it or use it as an attack platform, and we have to kind of build a wall around it and stand at the top of the rampart and looking out, saying, hey, where's the cyber criminals, and try to stop it. And they just need to find that one crack to get in. So, again, if you think that cybersecurity is meant to stop everything and nothing bad will ever happen, I'm sorry, it's just not true. It will help minimize the risks, definitely, and if done right, it will certainly minimize the impact and make it easier for you to get back up and running as quickly as possible. As we know in the city of St. John thus far, they went down Sunday night. They're not operating. This report came out on Monday, so they haven't been able to operate today. Who knows how long they're going to be down? It all depends on what they had in place to protect and what steps that they have measured. Remember, you need to try to prevent, you've got to be able to detect, and you need to respond. So yes, having protection is always important, but you need to be able to detect when something has gone wrong, preferably before a ransomware attack launches. And even if that happens, you need to be able to have a response plan that you've tested. Fire drill during the fire is not the right time to be doing it, as we started off the video with it. So Another lesson to be learned, another example of what not to be doing, and why you need to be taking cybersecurity so seriously, because it's not a joke, and it happens. And remember, everything looks good until it doesn't. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon.